what animals do, right?
Yeah.
Because we didn't really do that.
No, I'm not disagreeing with you. The abuse has to stop. But it's just like a coyote going to rip a deer apart. Are you going to feel bad for the deer because a natural way of eating?
Well, what's wrong with feeling bad for the deer?
What's that?
What's wrong with feeling bad for the deer?
There's nothing wrong feeling bad for the deer, but it's natural way of life.
Okay, well, just because that happens in nature, don't you think we could be better than nature and not commit that sort of cruelty?
Nature is.
Well, we can be better than nature. Like, I mean, there's a lot of things that we do.
I'm not disagreeing with her, but
well,
it's not always like that. I'm a farmer myself, and we don't treat our animals like that.
Well, sure, but the point is, I think we can treat them better by just not killing them.
Oh yeah, like I'm totally up for you guys, but still, like I mean. You know what I mean?
No, I don't understand.
You don't understand the circle of life and...
Well, no, I understand that. I'm just saying we don't have to...
rip a deer apart. They're not getting... Yeah, like that's ridiculous, but it's the circle of life.
Okay, well, I understand. Like, I understand that a coyote needs to kill to eat.
What are you guys
we don't
trying
need
to
to.
promote?
So we don't. Well, we're trying to promote abolitionism. So you might have, like, you might.
Vegetarian?
No, vegan. So,
Vegan, yeah.
so this is kind of. I think this is the difference between our two perspectives. You seem like a welfarist, where you want to treat animals well before you kill them. We actually want to just not kill them, just totally leave them alone.
Well, what about the dinosaurs? What about lions and tigers?
Okay, well, we're not lions or dinosaurs or
No,
tigers.
but we're meat eaters. That's how we survived through the wintertime when we were back in the Stone Age.
Okay, well, we're not in the Stone Age.
Okay.
Like, I mean, back in the Stone Age, well, listen, back in the Stone Age, we used to commit tribal genocide. Is tribal genocide okay today?
It's still happening today, bud.
Yeah, and it's wrong, and we should do things to stop it.
You're talking about cannibalism, right?
No, I'm talking about just any kind of mistreatment to people or animals. Like, we have committed tribal genocide. We've committed like a Holocaust not too long ago. Like, all of these things have happened all throughout history. They're bad.
Yeah.
And I think
every generation, like, that's where I don't understand racism either, is because, like, look what's happening in South Africa. They're slaughtering white people, taking their land back. And then you come over here, you say in a racist mark, but what's racism nowadays? You got Orientals, you got black people, you got, like, everybody, every ethnicity saying a racism joke or anything, and then all of a sudden a white guy says it and he's penalized.
Okay, well, look. Okay, well, look, I'm getting this overall idea that you think it is, like, natural to eat meat because we've done it for so long.
No, we were born vegetarians, but we had to adapt to the earth because wintertime happened and we have to eat meat.
Okay, so I've been vegan for 9 years, and I've never had to eat meat in the winter.
No?
So, like, what do you mean?
Well, no, because back then they didn't.
Sure, back then.
Spoiled.
Well, sure, back then, but we don't have to do that now. So, like, what I'm getting from you is, like, you kind of are in support of this idea that we should, like, reduce animal cruelty, right?
Oh yeah.
So
sure,
I don't.
Because I love all my animals, but
sure,
you still gotta eat.
Well, yeah, and we can eat plants rather than animals. Like, we have the technology, we have refrigerators, we have pickling, we have dehydrating, and I mean, farm production is so efficient now, we can provide food for everyone without having to produce animal products.
That's what you think. But
No, that's not what I think. This is being scientifically verified. So if you read the UN's climate report on chapter 5, page 76, they've actually...
changes all the time.
Well, no, this has nothing to do with climate change. So in the UN's latest climate report, in Chapter 5, page 76, they actually go over the research and they show that vegan diets would actually provide more food using less land. So it's actually a more efficient way of providing food for people.
I'll have to look that up.
Yeah, sure. Check out the UN's latest climate report.
Because, like, I mean, if everybody starts eating meat, then you're going to have way more crops than what you have now. You'll have to cut more rainforest than they're cutting right now for crops and everything.
No, that's actually not true.
Millions.
No, that's actually not true.
People are on this planet.
Okay, well, listen, that's actually not true. When you account for land use, plants produce more calories per unit of land, so you actually don't have to use as much land. And again, according to the UN's latest climate report, you can provide more food for people using less land on a vegan diet.
I don't think so.
No, it's true. If you actually look at the climate report. Are you actually going to look at the climate report later?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool.
I watch Anonymous all the time.
It's a very, very long report. I believe it's on chapter 5, page 76, where they start talking about that.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, rather than going through hundreds and hundreds of pages.
I still don't believe like all this vegan shit.
Okay, well, why not?
You can be a vegan. I'm a meat eater, right? Like,
okay, but like,
thing.
look,
the cruelty to the animals definitely has to stop.
Okay,
like,
well, the best way to stop that.
And ridiculous.
Well, right,
but
the best way to stop that is with a vegan diet.
You need to get more videos than what you guys got on there instead of having a little skit and a replay, because that's only one farm that's happening to. So, you know, if you guys actually got like different farms, different locations, and stuff like that instead of the same.
Well, there's plenty of footage online. This is just.
If you're gonna come out and promote something, then it shouldn't be the same farm, because that's one out of a billion farms, right? Like.
Okay, well, there's plenty of footage online. There's more than just this. This is just something that we use. That's just a really good example that we use for outreach.
Yeah, but it's only one farm.
Well, it's not just one farm. There's more than one. When you come out to
protest something, you should get multiple videos of multiple different farms instead of just showing the same video over and over and over.
Okay, well, I've actually protested at quite a few different slaughterhouses, and on one occasion, I was actually able to get footage inside the one slaughterhouse, Riding Regency in Toronto.
Yeah.
And I mean, what I saw in there was horrific. It's a kosher slaughterhouse too.
So they slit their
So
throats
yeah,
and let
when they're
them
fully
bleed out.
conscious.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just one. Like, look, that's a.
Say with private butchers, they slice their throat and let all the blood pump out.
Yeah, I mean,
better beef and all that stuff.
This is well.
Whatever the beef
so,
center over here, they put a bullet in the head, instantly end it, slice the throat, then electrify the heart so it stimulates all the blood out.
Yeah, but my point is, like, this is a common practice, and even when we try to use, it is a common practice.
Farm. Go work on some farms and then fucking tell me.
Okay, well,
have you worked on?
Well,
any
listen.
farms?
Okay, well,
answer my question. Have you worked on any farms?
No, I actually know some people
You're a
who
big
worked
guy.
on farms. I actually know some people
How
who worked on
about
farms.
you go work on some farms and then tell me if it's like that.
Okay, well, I actually know some people who worked on farms and went vegan because of what they saw.
What people say. Anybody can tell you.
Okay, well, why would I? Okay, well, listen. Here's a fundamental.
If somebody tells you that it's a good idea to jump off a bridge, are you going to believe that?
Well, no. Here's another fundamental disagreement that we have. Like, again, I explained that I'm an abolitionist. I think anything we do to animals, including killing them, is wrong. Whereas you think it's only okay if you treat them well before you kill them. So that is a fundamental disagreement we have. Even if we use like your best standards where we treat animals really well. No, if we treat animals really well before we kill them, and then we use humane slaughter methods where we use a bolt gun.
Coyotes don't treat the deer properly.
Well, we're not coyotes. Well, the thing is, we're better than coyotes.
We're animals. We're still from the animal kingdom.
Okay, so wait.
Natural
Well, wait,
ways.
listen.
It's like all
You're
these
saying
scientists trying to change cats, dogs, everything for the better.
Okay, well, wait, listen. You keep talking about coyotes. Are people coyotes?
Lions.
Okay, are
We're
people
all
lions?
animals. We're all animals.
Okay, so coyotes, lions, these animals, okay, they attack each other for... No, listen. They attack and kill each other for dominance, for land, for territory, for mates. Is it okay for me to kill you so I can steal your wife? That's what animals do. So obviously we have a higher level of moral agency than these animals.
Well, yeah.
So why are you
There's
reducing
like
yourself to the
parts
standards of
brain,
these
the
animals?
reptilian, the whatever.
No, well, why are you reducing your moral standards to that of these wild animals when obviously you're clearly better of something, like you're capable of something better?
What are you talking about?
Well,
What do you
you're
mean?
saying...
So you're telling me I can't treat the animal good, and then when it's ready to go, I can't eat it?
Well, it's not ready. Okay, well...
Anyways.
Okay, you're gonna die anyways. Is it okay for me to kill you and eat you?
But I'm a human.
Right. Okay, so that's actually another interesting topic. So, what is true of a human that makes it...
Humans kill other humans, animals kill other animals.
So is it okay for us to kill other people?
Well, it could be a good idea, yeah.
Okay, well, no, like, let's...
Get rid of a lot of the fucking sickos on the earth.
Okay,
You know,
well, let's just say...
Slaughter a family, let's kill them first.
Okay, well, let's just say... Well, no, let's just say I wanted a burger, and I saw you, and you looked tasty. Is it okay for me to kill and eat you?
If it was okay to have eat humans, then sure, why not? survival of the fittest.
Okay, I'm not talking. Okay, so I'm not talking about survival right now. I'm just saying if I wanted a burger rather than a vegan burger,
Well,
and you look
survive
tasty.
without eating? You have to put stuff in your
Yeah,
mouth
exactly.
and
And for the last 9 years, I've survived on a vegan diet just fine. So I'm not seeing the argument here for meat eating.
I'm not seeing your argument either.
Okay, well, my argument is obviously.
animals.
Yeah, my argument is obviously these animals want
So
to
you
live.
don't tell a lie in
They
that?
clearly. Well, no, I'm telling you that because
We're all
clearly you have a higher level of moral agency, correct?
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Okay, so have you ever attacked another male because you liked his wife and you stole his wife from him for dominance? Oh, sometimes. Okay. Okay. Well, I think you're being a bit facetious there. Okay. Well.
Okay, you ready? But I agree, don't harm animals, but I don't agree you can't eat them.
Well, right.
It's like, I mean, look
How
at the
is
circle
killing-
of life. Look at the circle of life. You're gonna go into the animal kingdom and be like, oh no, you can't eat that deer.
Okay. Well, the circle of life could
We're all
justify killing
animals, bud.
people.
We're all animals.
Yeah, and we
it's
have a
the
higher level of
natural way-
moral agency than other
it's the
animals.
natural way of instinct. You know, it's funny because deer over, I think it was in Ireland, okay, they eat grass for vegetation.
Sure.
Well, we've been taking their land, right? Like taking forests and stuff like that.
Sure.
And there's a mineral in this one plant that got wiped out, and they were finding birds' heads everywhere,
Okay.
or birds' bodies everywhere with the heads ripped off.
Okay.
Now you know what was happening?
The deer were.
The deer
yeah.
were pawing the heads off because they found that mineral in their brain.
Okay.
So it's pretty much evolution.
Okay,
It's the
okay,
way
well-
evolution works. and you
Okay,
guys are
well,
trying to
I
change
understand.
evolution.
I understand the necessity to kill, when you have to survive, but
Okay.
we don't need to kill to survive anymore. We can just
But you're killing
survive
the
off of
plant.
plants.
The plant's alive.
Okay, well, plants aren't sentient. Do you feel bad for a cucumber if I were to slice it in
But
half?
it's still alive.
Okay, do you feel bad for a
still
cucumber?
living.
Okay, so if I took.
Does it grow?
Well, listen, if I took a
It still has
dog.
feelings.
No, if I took a dog and cut it in half, would you feel bad for the dog?
Maybe.
Okay, so if I
Depends
cut.
on the dog.
Okay, well, if it was a very nice dog that
Are
you looked
hungry?
and
Are
cared
you gonna
after.
Eat that dog?
Okay, so I think you understand.
Are you gonna eat that dog?
No,
If
no,
you kill
I
the dog,
understand.
You're gonna eat the dog.
Okay, no,
If you're
listen.
gonna eat the dog, then kill the dog. If
Okay.
you're hungry, that's the way it is.
Okay, listen. Would you ever feel bad for a cucumber under any circumstances?
Yeah, you're killing the cucumber.
You feel bad for cucumbers
Yeah,
when you
and
kill.
watermelons, they're still alive.
Really? Okay, so they're not sentient though. They can't think or feel.
Yes, they can.
No,
You're
they.
telling me a plant doesn't have a brain?
No, it doesn't. Do you want me to show you the anatomy of a cucumber? Okay, can you show me? Can you show me? Okay,
When the
can you
sunlight
show
hits,
me?
it doesn't move.
Sorry?
When the sunlight hits, it doesn't move.
What, a cucumber?
Yes.
Okay, no, I don't think cucumbers move.
Does the plant move when sunlight hits it?
No, not a cucumber. Anyway.
All plants move.
Okay.
They're adapt to the sun. It's how photosynthesis
Okay, that's
works.
different than sentience. Like I understand some plants move; they can react to stimuli, but that's not sentience.
So when you talk to a plant, scientific proven fact, when you talk to a plant, it actually grows better. So you're telling
That's
me
not a
that it doesn't
proven.
have-
Well, that's not a proven fact, and that's
It
also
is.
not a
It
sign of
is.
sentience.
It is.
okay.
Anyways,
Well-
nice meeting you, brother.
Thanks for talking to me. Anyway.
Yeah, no worries.
All right, take care. Yeah, for sure. Okay, well, that was funny. Basically, the guy kept appealing to circle of life, and he couldn't really come up with any kind of justification other than it's natural. Have you ever seen that kind of footage before?
Are you guys vegans?
Yeah.
I think I've seen like photos of you guys doing this like
Right. Anonymous for the voiceless.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, so what do you think of some of this? Like right now, they're
I
basically.
try to watch it all the time because I still eat meat.
Yeah?
I'm not really for it. Like I eventually want to just start hunting.
Okay, why would you want to start hunting?
Well, it's more, to me, it's more humane than like factory farming. It's still murder.
Okay, well,
But-
you have the choice to just not murder.
Yeah, but I have like anemia. So if I'm not eating like meat, like I get really sick.
Okay,
So
well.
I usually eat like liver and things that are like high in iron.
Okay.
Take iron pills.
Okay, well, vegans don't actually have a higher risk of anemia. I understand for menstruating women, like you're at a way higher risk, and some people have issues with iron absorption.
Yeah.
But you can make sure you eat more citrus fruits, eat lots of lentils. I don't know if you've ever done that before. Like eat lots of really hot, yeah. And I mean, like supplementation is also an option. Like, wouldn't you say that doing all of that, making sure you eat enough citrus, making sure you eat lots of beans, and maybe taking a supplement if you have to, isn't that a better alternative than murder?
I don't know. I like eating meat.
Yeah, well, there's still
So
lots
that's
of
why I'm like,
alternatives
at
to
least,
it.
You know, instead of, for me, I can't just like all of a sudden flick a switch and like go vegan. Like I've tried that before, it didn't work.
Okay.
So for me, I'm trying to just.
So what didn't work when you did that before?
I'm trying to just eat more fish right now, and then eventually I'm just gonna try to like hunt once a year and have that last me the whole year instead of like, which will still not be very much. And then that money goes to the Ministry of Natural Resources, which also helps with protection of animals. I know we have Packer.
Okay, well, what didn't work when you went vegan before?
Oh, it's just like, I've been eating it my whole life, so it's kind of like withdrawal, right? It's weird.
Okay, what do you mean by withdrawal?
Well, it's like a total change of lifestyle, right? Like everything you eat, everywhere you go to eat, it's like you have to change everything. And
Okay, well-
doing that all of a sudden is difficult. Right?
Well, I don't think it's too much of a change. Like, I mean, do you only eat meat? Like, the majority of our diets are plants. I mean, like, a very, very small portion of most people's diet is meat. So, I mean, just taking out that, like, 10% that you eat, it's not really that big of a deal.
No, I eat a bit of meat. Like
Yeah.
half Italian, so like if I go to my nonas for dinner,
Okay.
it's like meat.
Okay, like what type of meat?
Everything.
Okay.
Rabbit, beef, everything. So for now, I'm cutting out pork, cutting out beef. I eat more fish.
Okay. Okay, like, how come you can't, like, if you have a craving for meat, why couldn't you just eat something like Gardein or Beyond Meat? Like, I mean,
I'm
Beyond
trying
Meat
that
has
too.
great burgers.
Yeah, I've been trying that too.
Okay.
Those are good too.
Okay,
like,
well-
like if I go to Tim Hortons, get a breakfast sandwich, like I'll get the Beyond Meat rather than like the other meat.
Okay, cool, that's
sausage
good.
one, right?
So, like, if you could possibly, like, be vegan and be healthy, wouldn't you say that's a better alternative than, like, hunting or anything?
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you might be interested in this. It's called vegan22.com.
Okay.
So basically, it's a resource for you to like help you like go on a vegan diet.
Like
Gives you
guidance
yeah.
and, like ideas and stuff
Yeah. So
like
you might
that.
be
Okay, cool.
interested in checking that out.
Yeah, for sure. I will. Cool.
All right.
Thanks
take
for
care.
doing this.
Yeah. No problem.